evidently is more favorable to them, and she thinks it's a very doable deal. And the way she talked to the other county and the hospital district, looks like they're gonna, well, if they do what she thinks they'll do, they'll go along with it as well.
And what the only other thing I have is, the deadline to file for the general election is at 5 o'clock this coming Friday. The deadline to file for the special election, the field of place that has been vacated, is 5 o'clock on March the 3rd. And the information is posted on the website in all 3 languages. So, if anybody has any questions, we'll also be happy to answer them too. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Item 19, discussion or action on renaming Coach Park to J.R. Lone Star Park in honor of Johnny Rutherford. I asked Marvin to put this on the agenda because the Racing Association did furnish and we installed and had a ceremony at Coach Park for Johnny Rutherford, kind of like a historical marker. Marvin's done research, and before we recommend anything, we cannot find why it was named Coach Park, because Dan Coach is announcer at Northside Coliseum. He also served on the council here, went to the village, and then after charter to the city. He and his family are all the seats that we're aware of. The law says if you ever call a piece of property park in an open meeting, it becomes a park, and you can't sell it or anything without the people voting on it. Marvin's done a lot of research. I'm asking that we hold off on this for tonight because they have a Parks Board meeting coming up, and they did not have quorum the last time, and do some further research. And at that time, if we can't find any real reason why it was named Coach Park, then I think we're pretty much on board to rename it. And I talked to Johnny Rutherford when they was putting up the marker down there, and he said that would be the greatest honor he's had to have that along with the marker. And so hopefully this takes place, and with news media and everything, it's going to be another positive to City of River Oaks.
The road will still be covered, so it's not like we're taking everything away.
Right.
No, they still have the road.
Oh, it's going to enhance it and make it much better.
As you know, I'm all for it, totally agree, but I do want to make one note before we go too much further. It should be Lone Star JR, not JR Lone Star. Because that's what he was called, Lone Star JR.
Okay.
J period,
Okay. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, but before we get too far.
Yeah,
They're trying to give his reference on it, but that's probably what
Well, that's what he needs to look.
before it's done anyway, Johnny will be the one to tell us how he wants it. Just like we invited him down to Short Street before he wanted that marker put.
Very good.
Marvin, any correspondence?
No, that's for y'all.
Anyone in the audience have anything they'd like to bring forward?
I'm good. Couple things. I've noticed online that I think it was in Lakewood, some people on party said they've got people knocking on their door trying to get information from them about the census. They want personal information. They don't do that. And they were not going to start till April 1 after, if you haven't responded to those postcards or emails or whatever. So if somebody comes to your door that wants your banking information, one lady said that they worked in a team. She felt like one was trying to distract her while others were going through the house. But the census people should have ID to show who they are, and they're not going to be asking for your banking information or anything, so don't give it to them.
He never said whether the long form, whether they were gonna go knock at doors doing that, the one that's already went out.
Yeah.
They're only doing it if they don't reply. Yeah.
Well, I don't think the long form, I don't know that they ever do door to door on the long one that he was talking about. I think they just pick it up.
I think the 8 or 10 question when you respond
Yeah.
to, but if you don't, then that's when that won't be until sometime in April before they'll do it. These people are already out there saying that they're census people and they're using that to gain entry into people's houses. Also, for those that know, Harry Miller, he died over the weekend. Billy Cook, Dad, but, the visitation is Mark Greenwood, 6 to 8, and funeral Thursday at 3:30 at Greenwood.
Who's this?
Harry Miller, Billy Cook's, parent, my dad, had a heart attack. He said he just went to the doctor, passed all his physical, was feeling good. Saturday night, she went in her room, heard a thump, and she walked in there and he was laying face down.
Okay, yes, you.
You guys wanted to, like, the census committee, if you want to send something to me that has something to do with that, I'll put it on our Facebook page, kind of put it out to the citizens. I can come up with something, but just kind of to publicize the census committee, I can make it from you guys.
I'll try to find that copy and I'll send it to you, what they were doing. Also, a little update on the entrance sign of the north of Roberts Cutoff. We heard from, Paul Payne and I tag team against Dennis again, and I think they got it to, Cook, the city manager. If we pay the $1,600 that they had in it, they will consider that instead of the $20,000 they wanted for that little pie shape. That, I think that's gonna be a doable deal. We can move forward with that that project's already been approved, but we're just waiting. I didn't know it would take this long. I thought it, entrance sign, we'd be done with that before we ever got done with the text dot one, but evidently this is.
Entrance signs are painted, aren't they? The one down there coming from Westport took 10 years.
Yeah. So hopefully, we can move that project on. So that's all I got.
Okay. Since Joe is the only one signed up for the place I'm gonna vacate, he's gonna be in charge of meeting Saturday and I'm gonna go play.
That's 22nd, by the way.
He's gonna play this Saturday?
Doesn't matter, I'm starting early. We dismissed 8:57 p.m.
You'll watch the band. I don't know what you
We all did.